Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are opening up and installing the new Grizzla Seat Upgrade Kit for the V14. And I remember seeing on Facebook in one of the EUC groups a really long time ago that they were working on it, and finally it looks like they released it. They updated their website, and then Mr. Wrongway mentioned it in one of his more recent videos. So I was definitely excited to finally pick up that seat upgrade kit. I do have the original seat from Inmotion, but it blocks the rear light, which is not ideal for riding when it's dark out. So I was looking forward to this new seat kit, which allows you to still see the rear light. And then along with that, we also got some new fairings that are a little bit wider. The side plates are a little bit wider than these original ones, so we'll install those as well. So yeah, let's jump right into it. So it comes with a new rear handle. So you gotta uninstall the original rear handle that comes with it and install this new rear handle. It's like a hard, kind of a hard plastic or rubbery plastic. Not quite as hard as the original handle, but it looks and feels pretty durable. So we have screws and hardware. We have the seat itself, which feels pretty nice, pretty squishy. It's got Velcro pre-installed here. This is the part that sits on the new rear handle. Got some stickers. And then we have the new fairing plates, side plates. And they do come with Velcro pre-installed, which is great. I'll do a comparison of the sizes. But yeah, that looks like that's gonna be a couple inches wider.
Okay, so before you get started, you can actually find an installation guide by Grizzla if you go to support and go to installation guides. And then you can click on the Inmotion V14 upgrade kit, then click on the handle and seat manual, and that will take you to this instruction page. That's really helpful for how to install the new seat. And I didn't know about this at first, so there you go.
But let's start with removing the stock rear handle. So the rear handle bolts are 4mm, so we'll remove those. I'll just get them started with the hex wrench here. Oh yeah, always get a tub for the bolts. That's that side. All right, so the handle should come off. So that's the original. I might see if I can add some reflectors to this guy. That'd be kind of the only thing that I would want them to change in future editions, is to have like a little reflector right there, because I do think that's good for visibility. Okay, so then we'll use the new handle bolts that they provided. It looks like actually this side panel might have to come off. So those should be 4mm as well. And they're shorter bolts than the handle bolts. So keep that in mind. So that's gonna snap off. I just have clips. You can watch my other video where I changed out these top parts and the side plates to see how those work. Okay, so now we should be able to install this because they have these little hooks. Looks like they fit around these two guys right here. Yeah, that looks way more stable and secure. All right, so we'll install the 4 bolts here. And get the other side here real quick. Now we'll get the bottom bolts. I'm going to finish it off with hand tightening here. The only thing is I'm wondering if it should have come with a washer or something, but hopefully that will hold. It doesn't really give any specifications for how tight these screws should be, but I would think you wouldn't want to over tighten them because that hole that was made for the screw getting bigger or getting compromised or something like that. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, I can see the ends of the screws coming through. So you can kind of see the ends of the screws coming through there on each side. I mean, it feels pretty solid. Certainly not as rigid as the original handle, but seems pretty solid. Okay, so now that the rear handle's on, we should be able to install this top piece here. All right, so I guess what I'll do then now is first, whew, dusty. Take off the side pads, also from Grizzla. These are like the medium Grizzla flow pads, which I like a lot. Again, I like having the reflectors. I like the material. The stiffness seems pretty good. I'm gonna get a rag and wipe this down while these are out of here. Yeah, I did my first off-road ride. Actually, it was a while ago now, but check out that video. And it was a little dusty. Another thing that they mentioned, I think, on the website is these kind of like extra knobs act as a kickstand, right? If you want to use that, if you don't want to use this kickstand, because I guess some folks have complained that the kickstand, I guess if it takes like a harder impact on it, can potentially damage the battery right here where it's connected. So that's just one other thing to consider. They do also sell now, which I didn't end up buying, a bottom plate, protective plate for the batteries. So that's just another item to consider, I suppose, but I opted just to keep this kickstand for now. Wait, does that? Oh, that goes on the inside. Okay. Man, so there is a correct order of operations here. You want to put these side plates on first before this seat goes on. Okay. So yeah, the side plates have to go on after the rear handle goes on, because they have to be able to snap in like that. And there is like a nice little notch in here for this under the rear handle that they preserved. There we go. So let's get that other side on. All right, we'll get this guy on. Okay, so now that the side plates are on, or the side panels, we can install the platform for the seat. Those square washers are actually supposed to go in here. All right, so they said you could use this long bolt to push these in place. Like so. And that gets pushed up in there. And then now that those are in there, those go like that. Okay. Okay. This is gonna go back on. And now it should be able to get more purchase because it has the metal square washer in there. It looks like the medium screws, which I think they're calling maybe the M525, does go into the side here. And then these long and skinny ones go down into here, which I guess would make more sense. All right, so that's on there. Now I need to do the side bolts, and so we'll use the medium length, which I think, again, they're calling the M525. I'm assuming for 25 millimeter. So we'll see if that goes into the side plate. Okay. Nice. We'll get the other side. All right, so that should be quite solid now. Okay, the last part is getting the seat on. So they said you're supposed to put these kind of the nuts in first with the head on the inside, supposedly like that. And then, so you just need to keep pressure on that. Like you need a little flat head or something. Wow, yeah, that is not easy. Okay, there we go, I got that side. There we go, okay. Now we install the last screws, the smallest 2 screws. This is actually 2mm. They said you could use a torque screw to keep this like bolt in place, but I'm wondering if I can just use my finger to hold it steady for now. It would be a lot faster if I had a, so they said a 1 Torx works. It says 10 on my Torx bit set, but looks like that fits. Just go slow. Okay, so that's in there. Okay, you need like a, I don't know if they provided an Allen wrench, that would have been helpful. Yeah, I'm not seeing one. Yeah, I don't really have the right size Allen, unfortunately, but we'll do the best we can here. I'll just see if I can hold it in place somehow. And we'll see if this stops it from turning. Yeah, that's kind of working. All right, well that's kind of the best I can do for now. It's pretty tight. Oh, there's one more piece, this Velcro piece that goes on the trolley handle, because there's a bit of Velcro on this side. Let me turn that around. So if you look this up, you can see there's Velcro here. So we'll just apply some Velcro to this trolley handle here. Something like that. And then that locks in. Nice, yeah, and that attaches more securely. So that's pretty much it. We'll put the side pads on. It has a nice little notch here for your fingers to lift up on the seat. That sticks up pretty nicely. Let's install the side plates, the fairings, if you will. Should be this one, so you can kind of see the differences there. This is the original, this is the new one, so quite a bit wider, not quite as tall. But it looks like they include both a 3M sticky that you can use, or they've also installed the hook Velcro side as well, so that's really nice. So I think this should fit with no issues here. We'll just line up the Velcro. Something like that. But yeah, you have an extra, and almost an extra like 2 inches, maybe 5 centimeters, that you can now put pads on. So that should be nice. So by having the fairing go out so far back now, that should allow the foot to be more central and the leg to be more central aligned with the center of the wheel here. So that is something I'm definitely looking forward to. Cool, all right. Nice, there we go. All right, so there you have it. That is the new Grizzla V14 Seat Upgrade Kit. Oh my God, it's so much higher now. Damn, yeah, that's still gonna take me a bit to get used to. Yeah, it's a whole new skill set, you know? Gotta find where the sweet spot is on this thing. All right, cool. still get to the charge ports, no problem. I do kind of wish it was like easier to quickly take the seat on and off, but that's kind of the way it goes, right? If you want it to be more secure, then it's gonna have a more involved process to get it attached and installed in the first place. But it feels pretty good. Here's the original Inmotion seat. This seat just from Grizzla just seems so much more functional. You can kind of see the difference between the two. And there's more room on the back for your actual butt, which makes sense on the Grizzla seat than there is on this V14 seat, which has to narrow because it's using the stock rear handle. And there's definitely more flex in this new rear handle from Grizzla, obviously, since it's not made of the same material, but I can still lift it. No problem. So yeah, looking forward to trying it out. I'll see you in the next part of the video. That's so hard. All right, so we're here in Alameda testing out the new Grizzla Seat Kit for the V14, and I did a little practicing yesterday. I'm doing it. I am seated riding for the first time here. My feet are definitely in an awkward position. Curious how those power knobs would be different. Yeah, I mean a little foot adjustment is needed, but not too bad. And it is nice having the extra space for the knees. So I finally started getting the hang of it, of transitioning from standing to sitting. So just wanted to capture some of that so you can see the process. So here we go. It's kind of necessary to adjust the feet first. I kind of splay them out to the side and then kind of sit down. And you really do have to lean quite a ways forward for it to work. So yeah, I'm really leaning forward here in order to accelerate. But yeah, kind of splaying the feet out. You can grab the handle and then kind of put your weight forward there. I guess my left turns are more comfortable than my right turns. Still have not mastered it, but I don't know, it's just nice to be able to transition, going from standing, sitting, lean forward, accelerate, step back up, give it a turn, while coming back. But yeah, my pads are set up in a way that my knees have room. Otherwise, it'd be a little bit tricky. It's still very hard for me to start sitting and try to make it work from there because you just have no momentum and it gets very bouncy. But yeah, it's fun once you have some momentum actually going. But it's a pretty good seat. I do kind of miss just being able to go straight and get the trolley handle as soon as I get off. I mean, obviously you need to have this extra step of lifting the seat up first,
but it's still a pretty nice design. The back kind of rear handle now is pretty nice. It's flexible, but it should still provide a good amount of armor and padding for the wheel if it falls. You get to still see the rear light, which is nice because there's a gap there. But no, I'm happy with it. I'll definitely need lots more practice, but it seems to work pretty well. So that is the Grizzla V14 seat kit. Pretty good. Still a little pricey, but I think it's probably worth it. So yeah, look forward to trying it out more and switching up my riding style from standing to seated and back. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.